welcome to My Two Cent. I'm Chris. Let's talk. Let's talk. Let's talk about. Uh, let's talk about something that I believe affects a vast majority of all of us. Um, it may be the chronic issue of our time, uh, and that would be the chronic state of, in general, dis-ease that all of us suffer from, whether it is disease and you're battling that, or whether it's mental sickness, mental disease, depression, spiritual disconnection from anything more than yourself. And an array of chronic illnesses that never used to exist in the way that they do now, to pick from. There's no shortage of them. And the biggest disease I think we all suffer from, the majority of us, that is for sure, is disconnection from ourselves. Utter lack of self-love. I'm sure there's plenty of people out there that will say they love themselves, but I'm talking true self-love, like the real stuff. Like where you love every facet of your being, every inch of your body, accept it, embrace it, love it as is. Where you could look in the mirror and say to yourself, look yourself dead in the eye, dead in the eyes, and say to yourself, I love you. This is a test. Consider this the litmus test. All right? Go to your bathroom mirror. Shut the door. Turn the light on. Turn the light on. Shut the door. Look at yourself in the mirror. Eye to eye. Eyes to eyes. Eyes to eyes. Complete contact. And tell yourself 3 times, I love you. And mean it from the bottom of your heart. Mean it with all your being. And the key is the ability to do that 3 times. And in those 3 times, there can be no thought other than, there can be no little thing that creeps up in here and says, oh, or a laugh, a giggle, or this is a joke, or this is nonsense, this is stupid, this is silly, this is plug in your whatever, or during this you're thinking about the part of your body that, oh, you wish you could change, you wish was different. You can't be none of that, right? Any of that. And there's your test, there's your result, right? It has to be complete, utter silence. And nothing but I love you. 3 times with all of your heart, with all of your soul. If you can do that, well then, props to you. And maybe you don't need to listen to any of this, right? But if you can't, well then you're in the right spot. And I can show you how. I can show you how because I learned how myself. Because I hated myself for the majority of my life. And was brought up, was taught. Everything reinforced that. Hated myself to the point where I was ready to take myself out of this world. more than a few times. But now I sit before you today, a man that truly loves himself with all of my being. And I can look in that mirror and say that 3 times, as many times as necessary. And I believe it, and I feel it, and I know it. And for me to go from that, what I used to be, to this, was no small feat. It was not something that happened overnight. It was not some short 1-year journey. This has been the journey. I think we're 9 years in the making. But I did it. And I found it. And I'll never let it go now that I have it. I can show you how to find it. I can't do the work for you. I can't tell you 100% exactly how you're going to go about it. But I can guide. I can guide you. I can take you down the road of how I did it myself. How I did it for myself. I can share that with you. And maybe that helps you. Maybe you find something that resonates and that you can plug into your own, and it works. Maybe it don't. Maybe I can't guide you. But it's worth trying. It's worth sharing. For if it only works with a few, then is that not worth it in itself? I think it is. And so that's what I will do. That's what this will be about. And that's what I will always aim for. Share what I've learned along the way and how I managed to do this for myself. This is a good place. It's a good spot to be. You want to be there. I promise you. So, stick with me and we'll see how this unfolds. I don't promise any miracles, and I'm not anything but me. I'm just a man who was very lost. As lost as one could be. Who found my way. I'm pretty good with directions, so I look forward to sharing. Till then, talk to you next time.